Next on Worcester News tonight, snow begins to fall in the city. And the search is on for a missing elderly man. This evening, his family is asking the public for help. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tim McCone. Winter weather hits Central Mass. Tonight, a parking ban is in effect in the city of Worcester. The ban began at 6 p.m. tonight. There's also a townwide parking ban in Webster. Both bans will remain in effect until further notice. Now, there isn't much snow accumulation in terms of snow right now, and it is eventually expected to switch over to freezing rain. We'll have a complete local forecast from Pete Bouchard coming up in just a bit. The search for a missing Paxton man continues. The family of 88-year-old Ali Kamaz says he was last seen on Sunday morning. They're canvassing the town to try to find their loved one. Arnie Madison is following the story for us and has more.
In Paxton, the Ismail family passes out flyers of Ali Kamaz.
We're just hoping that, somebody out there maybe saw him and it triggers something for them saying, oh, I saw this man.
In the police department and across town, Kamaz's picture is displayed as family and authorities search for him. His family says the 88-year-old who suffers from dementia wandered off from his home on William Allen Drive Sunday morning. He was wearing a hooded jacket, baseball hat, and black sweatpants. He hasn't been seen since.
We forgot one of the doors were locked because we usually have to lock the doors because he always tries to get out. We forgot one of the doors were locked and he just got up and walked out.
We're still hoping he's still okay, but we don't know exactly where he is now.
Kamaz has done this before, and the family says he always walks down Route 122 South toward Pleasant Street. But this time, he wasn't there.
We fear that he is outside right now, and I really hope he isn't, because our last thought is, what we're thinking now is that someone may have picked him up and mistook him as a hitchhiker.
With flyers and the police helping, the family hopes Kamaz will return home soon.
It's concerning how fast he disappeared.
Andy Madison, Worcester News Tonight.
And earlier this afternoon, members of the Boston Police dive team returned to the Charles River in hopes of finding a missing Harvard man. 22-year-old Zachary Marr has been missing for 10 days now. He was last seen at the Bell in Hand Tavern near Faneuil Hall 2 Saturdays ago. Marr's friend says he vanished after going outside to smoke a cigarette. Today, crews searched for Marr in waters in the area of Nashua Street.
We've seen some video that really indicates, unfortunately, that young boy might have gone into the water. We've picked up some new video over the last couple of days, so we don't think there's any foul play, and that's why we're in that water, hoping to find and bring that son home to his family. And it's a tragedy, but I think the videos we've seen, we've followed his progress, and every indication to us is he went into the water.
This is the second time Boston police have searched this section of the Charles. Marr's family tells us he was wearing a blue striped shirt and no coat when he went missing. If you have any information on his disappearance, you're asked to contact Boston Police. Well, inside City Hall tonight, the Economic Development Committee had a policy meeting on TIFs. Outside, a rally was held for workers' wages. The TIFs are designed to lure businesses and improve the local economy by giving developers tax breaks. Those at the rally argued that jobs created from the tax breaks should pay wages of a minimum of $15 an hour.
Now, what we're saying is if you're going to use city money to give to companies to come into the city, you should be paying a living wage. And that you shouldn't take city money and give that money to a private business and then have them allow them to pay poverty wages to people who live in that city whose money partially you took to give to that company.
A proclamation by the Mayor Petty Tuesday to make next Monday, February 29th, Prostate Cancer Awareness Day in Worcester. Members from the Prostate Health Education Network, UMass Memorial, and other community leaders were on hand for the proclamation. The group stresses that research shows that incidents of prostate cancer are 125% higher for black men in Worcester County compared to white men. Next Monday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Mount Olive Church, the group will hold an event titled Understanding Black Prostate Cancer History and Changing the Future. The event is free and open to the public and has a goal of increasing awareness in the community.
Of a potential issue in Central Mass, it's wonderful to know that people are welcoming our efforts in terms of increasing education and awareness.
I moved to Worcester 2 years ago to take over at the University of Massachusetts Medical School, and my specialty is prostate cancer. And I've been rather floored to see the extent of prostate cancer aggressiveness and incidence in the African American community and the African immigrant community here in Central Massachusetts.
Again, that event is next Monday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Citing the health benefits, the Worcester Housing Authority is taking steps to make all of its buildings smoke-free later this year. Today, residents are weighing in on the plan. Our Patricia Nicholas has the details.
As of April 1st, the Worcester Housing Authority will no longer allow smoking in any of their 24 buildings. A move Housing Executive Director Ray Mariano says will benefit all.
Significant health benefits. Everyone knows the danger of secondhand smoke. There's also the psychological benefit for frail seniors who worry about the health. And then there's the costs involved.
Chuck Bolus has been smoking for more than 20 years. The Belmont Street resident says having to go outside to smoke doesn't bother him.
It stinks up the house, and you know, everything turns yellow and it gets pretty nasty. So I have no problem with the smoke-free.
The Worcester Housing Authority says they will work to make their transition run smoothly for smokers. Some housing already has outdoor shelters in place. The authority will also provide free classes for those who want to quit smoking.
Smoking cessation classes for residents who want to quit smoking. As I said, you don't have to quit, but for those who want to quit, we want to help them, and we'll do it at no cost to them.
Jose Ramos has been smoking since he was 14 years old. The Murray Ave resident says he likes the move to make the building smoke-free, and he says he will be taking part in the classes to quit.
It's a good opportunity that housing is providing to the residents, so, you know, and plus it's going to be paid by housing, so I'm not going to pay for it. If I was to pay for it, it's really expensive. So it's a really good way of, you know, helping.
Patricia Nicholas, Worcester News Tonight.
Well, not too long ago, we shared the story of a Doherty High student using a drone to create a viral video of the Worcester landscape. But could the Worcester Police and Fire Department soon be using them as well? City Councilor Connie Lukes requesting a report from the city manager on the viability of a pilot program for the police, fire, and public works departments. The departments would use the drones with cameras to improve public safety and efficiency throughout the city.
We can look at everything from traffic jams, criminal activities, trespassers at Hope Secondary, snow removal. The use is unlimited, and we just have to actually zero in on what our priorities are and see how we can use new high-tech technology. We are behind the times if we don't take advantage of all these opportunities.